Ada Herman. Hai Herman. Ternyata ada Herman. Lah Herman member. Au. Makasih loh sudah member. Aduh. Gimana cara malam Kimmy malam. Hai Herman. Kimmy lupa lagi gimana caranya gini-ginian. Gimana caranya gini-ginian? Aku lupa. Terus Kimmy lupa. It's been a very very long time. Suaraku kecil. Gedein dong, man. Masih aja aku soft voice today. Ya gitu. Really? Ya aku udah mentok ini. Mau. Am I really that small? Me voice? That small? Really? Really love you. It's okay now? Really? Been a long time. So, how's Vtubing world? Jadi gimana dunia Vtuber? Tadi mic-nya belum depan muka, Herman. Harus banget depan muka ya mic-nya ya. Sekarang dunia streamer sedang tren apa? Masih Art Night. Aku udah lama juga nggak buka Hartopia. Aku harus buka Hartopia. Aka sama Harto sih. Next stream aku main Hartopia deh. Kita kemarin event yang winter aku ketinggalan, Herman. I miss the winter event. No. Sad. Ada event apa? Everywhere I go, it's Enfield. I think my brain capacity is not good enough for Enfield. Like really. And also the laggy when I stream. When I don't stream, Zike. When I don't stream, I play Enfield. The game is so lancar, you know, like kereta di jalan nyushu. But if I stream, it's so laggy. I am molding because the game is so laggy. Ada winter concert. Setiap jam 7 malam eventnya. Every day? Aku masih bingung kenapa ya live 2D ku ndat endut. I need to buy a new laptop. Ya udah deh, Kimmy today, yap, selama eventnya sampai kapan? Nah kalau gitu Kimmy mau main Limbus dulu. Aku mau daily Limbus. Cewek Megami cantik, anggun bukannya ini Mai. Salara alarm berbunyi di kamarku. Aku pergi ke kamar mandi untuk membasuh muka dan meminum obat untuk menangkal halusinasi yang ku alami. Ih, kamu halu. Amun halu, amun rakuza halu. Understandable. That's usually the case when you try to stream something on Discord. I mean, the game is not even like heavier than Wulwa, right? But I have no problem streaming Wulwa. But Enfield, oh my god, I want to play and stream and ask from you guys some advice to what should I do with the pabrik. Aku sih SPG, dapur MBG juga. Ada 45 kompor. Jadi kalau mau di Hartopia banyak amat. Kimmy mah pengen estetik mainnya. Jadi di rumah juga kompor cuma 1. Guys, sebelum mulai, Kimmy kemarin sakit. I was sick last week. Imagine, I'm new to my position, ya. And then orang yang ngajarin Kimmy cuti. The one who teach me how to do my everything goes on a day off. And I have malamnya aku fever sampai 39,1. Imagine, I got a very high fever 39.1 Celsius. Dan besoknya tetap masuk. Imagine. And the next day I still go to work. Dan ternyata aku kena campak. Aku tercampakkan. Ternyata aku tampak, guys. Bocah ini ternyata campak. Udah baik kan kakimu? Udah sehat. Sehat sekarang mah. Makanya pas tadi bisa selesai cepat, aku bilang mau stream, aku rindu. Meskipun ya I don't know if there's still, I mean, there's Erman and Zika who's waiting, so thank you very much. I'm happy. Udah lah. Apaan sih, Kim? Apaan coba? Onyo, iya coba. Tapi aku amazed kan waktu hari Jumat tuh muncul ruam-ruam merah di muka aku. Others are known to be seen. Others are known to be seen? What do you mean? Syukurlah kalau udah baik kan. Udah dong, cuma live 2D aku gak tahu kenapa setiap pakai live 2D suka lagging. I don't know why. Tuh, patah-patah gitu loh. I don't know what should I do. Is it the tracking, or is it the camera tracking, or is it the application? I don't know what happened. Wah. Pasta udah. Pasta apaan? Malam Kimmy dia. Hai dia. Kamu apa kabar? Sehat kamu? Dia masih inget jalan pulang loh. Gak apa-apa, Kimmy kan your home. Alah. Nggak canda. Ya, aku kangen gangguin dia di Hartopia. Tiba-tiba ada si dia aja. Orang lagi tidur, orang lagi ngapain, tiba-tiba ada avatar di map tuh. Taunya dia. Oh iya, thermal paste belum. Kemarin Sabtu Minggu kan Kiminya istirahat total, literal duduk di bed, nggak ngapa-ngapain, like literal. Udah. Baik Kimi gimana? Aku sudah sehat. Dah guys, nggak usah pakai live 2D ya. Begini live 2D-nya nggak ngerti Kimi. Kimi teh nggak item. Aku nggak ngerti. Kehalang sama apa gitu. Tuh kadang-kadang lancar, tiba-tiba nggak lancar. Udahlah. Apa posisi kamera trackingnya? Enggak. Yolah, kita buka gamenya guys. Kita buka game apa? Limbus. Gas Hartopia lagi limbas dulu hari ini. Kamu teh udah jauh, aku limbas. You were super busy last month, so you didn't get much change to other some need to fully focus on your job. Is it because of the Chinese New Year? No, still have started to calm down. Zika, give me discount. Yang apa Kim, udah ganti pasta atau pas pre-talk nunggu dah ganti pasta atau Mau tadi lagi ngomongin apa ya Herman? Ya buka game dulu nah. Limbus, lim to the bus. Enggak inget mana? Oh, pakai live 2D. Oke. Gak apa-apa, aman. Deng. Nah, okay. Should I do daily? Daily dulu lah, tapi enter ya. Daily dulu tapi win rate. Okay, I'ma do daily, but I'ma do win rate. Too late, Kim. First 2 weeks we were selling. Yo, it's just cotton for how much is that? Imagine your cheapest currency still di bawah 100. Sometimes I hate my apa? I don't know how to say. I don't know how to talk in English anymore. Oh, udah habis. Welcome dia. Selamat datang kucing-kucingku. Hai. Original price is 21, so 50% off or 40? Oh my god. Dapat cium deh Kimmy. Terima kasih. Enman juga makasih. Zika juga. I don't have money, so I'll give you kisses.
자, 어느 쪽일지 잘 생각해보라고. 숨통 끊기.
Don't you have a night shift today, Zika? Or it's not your time yet? Have I watched the new ID trailer? I haven't. Itu yang di-share di Games Lounge bukan sih? Ada yang share kan di Games Lounge ya? Hai Nur Yasin Yasin, hello, selamat datang. Malam Kimmy malam Mama Nur Yasin Yasin, Mama Nur Yasin Yasin nyapa. Biasanya kamu cuman diem aja, masih ngasih emot hello, hai, halo kamu. You think so? I think so as well. I don't remember though. Aku tidak mengingatnya, but ya. Tereng, tereng. I'm actually tired. Aku sebenarnya lelah, capek, tapi mau yapping. Yappingnya gimana caranya? Nanti aku bacain itu aja. Bacain intervalo. Kimmy dongeng mode. Just arrive at work. No, slack off please. Don't you want to see? Ooh. Don't you want to see me yapping reading intervalo? I am halfway through, right? I don't remember. I feel like I am halfway through though. I think I am halfway through. Aku harus ganti thermal paste.
이 거리면 충분해. 너한텐 조금 멀겠지만.
Yo, you're watching me right now. I can't do it if you're not looking at me. Hello Sega, hi, welcome. Welcome to my paradise, where the skies are blue and the game is not responding. No, it's fine. Yeah, and the game voice so small, right? I feel like aku sudah ini, aku kecilin kalau nggak salah volume si gamenya. Iya dong. Nah, ini game berapa GB kak? It's small, belasan gigabyte doang kalau nggak salah ya. Volume is good. Is it bigger now? I feel like I already ngegedein. Apa sih? I'm sorry Ziko, I forgot how to English. Malam manis malam Ajij.
두려움 없이 나아갈 수 있는 아시가
Yeah, 12 gigabyte
한 걸음 더 가까워진
or
것이야.
19?
그러니
19?
언젠가 제외할 날 꼭 내게도 은자를
Nanti
풀어주시오.
aja. Kalau nanti aku lupa nah, biarin dah. Ini aku harus main chapter 8 dulu noh.
달리고 있으니
Clear kanto 8. Boo. Let's go Limbus, let's go. Hah? Will you? Why? Can I enter railway line 5? Why? I can enter this? Recommended level, identity of tier, uptime tier 4. Oh. Cause it released during, I see. Ya, aku tidak ngeh. Padahal lumayan kan. Can we get the flower from here, donasi? If I can get flower from here, I have been missing out a lot. Oh my god. Yes! Oh my god. See, I'm halfway through. Huh? Halfway, right. Let's go. Check the tab on top right. Check the tab on top right. Lost and found. Oh! Can get pull. 3 pull on section 3. Wow! I'm sorry for being berisik.
내 명을 들은 시비수.
Wait,
결집.
aku tidak ngecek ininya. Also tidak minjam support. Oh yeah, I need to read. Forgot. Kimmy Railway. Ajis. Ajis, kenapa ini kamu DP Discord kamu ciwi-ciwi teteh-teteh gitu The foundation that lets you Hai Sisi, apa kabar? Apa kabar Sisi? Sebentar lagi Chinese New Year. Terus kata Sisi apa hubungannya? Kanto we didn't get any new railway. Kecanduan Artopia. Ya, temenan di Artopia. Kamu mau datangnya giliran aku stream Artopia, kamu gak datang. Udah ganti lagi kok, Kim. Apaan? Oh, udah gak teteh-teteh. But we can line one instead, which is a permanent content. Oh, ditunggu ya Harto. Kalau misalnya, Sabtu Minggu ini Kimmy nggak bisa stream ya guys ya, maafin. Disuruh balik ke rumah bapak. Katanya sebelum Ramadan. Disuruh pulang dulu. Ganti Mbak Zuang Fangi. Siapa itu? Sebisanya kamu aja, Kim. Aku mau pengennya bisa tiap hari. Sebenarnya kalau kemarin gak sakit, aku tuh kayak jam 9 juga mau di ini gitu loh. Kalau misalnya aku mulai jam 9, kalian udah pada tidur belum? Ramadan datang. Iya, itu ada lagunya bukan? Sometime after we ran our final test. Belum, iya lagi belum lihat. Nggak tahu, Kimmy mah nggak punya TV. Marton. Ya kayak ini ya, Aomine. Kalian tahu Aomine? Do you guys know Aomine? Kim main Harto tidak main. Tadi kan Kimmy bilang Sisi mah. Ed Kimmy nah. Terus Kimmy bilang, kamu mau giliran aku stream Hartopia, kamu nggak dateng. Besok kalau Kimmy bisa pulang cepat lagi, kita main Hartopia. Aomine. Double sama di tongkrongan. Sih anak-anak tongkrongan. You don't know Aomine? Aomine. Yuk nanti Kimmy bayarin botnya. Nanti kita mancing. Aomine from Kuroko no Basketball. Kuroko no Basuke. Iya, Kuroko no Basuke. Kurobas kata orang. Apelmi pada maman, the shoelace upon Rosinante have come undone. What? How? You don't watch sport anime? Aku sukanya Kisechi, aku sukanya Kuroko dong. Saya tidak nonton animenya. Bah, parah sih. Parah. I remember tying like 7 different knots on your shoes. I tied one of them once again in the shape of a ribbon. Yeah, the knots didn't look that great. Ribbons are cute. Oh boy. Yet one must begin to wonder about the consequences of Miss Don Quixote freeing her feet from Rocinante at her present state. Whatever Aldo's suggesting, Rocinante is none other than mine eternal steed, bound to me by fate itself. None shall ever dare sever the bond betwixt us. It was ICL 21 doang. ICL 21 juga Kimmy nonton. Sport anime mah dulu Kimmy nonton terus. Pas masih sekolah, pas masih banyak waktu, nontonnya sport anime soalnya banyak shipnya. And the false reply was what set fire upon that rather combustible foundation. I cannot know. You don't really watch a lot of sport anime. Why? Uma Musume masuk nggak? Uma Musume emang ada ininya? Ada animenya? What? You watch a lot of romance. Do you watch Awa Haru Ride? An obvious outcome given that no relevant data has ever been collected. Hime Siki Dais itu yang ini ya, yang sepeda ya. Anime renang yang banyak cogansnya itu apa judulnya? Free! Meka Splina Splash Kasaneta. Iya yo, Amushi pedal. Kimmy main sih, Kimmy nonton. Aduh, Makoto my baby. This course of action is highly inadvisable. Yeah, sound like a bad time to me. I heard all kinds of horrible stuff happen on that train the moment her shoes come off. Sure did. But that's an independent decision called by resident itself to certain extent. Given gimana? Suka dong, menurut Anda. Kamu nanyain Given ke seorang Fujoshi. Aku ngaku lagi, aku Fujo. Well, you know, potato. Ih, hohehe. I cannot pronounce his name. I already quite aware that the core of that individual may as well lie in her pair of running shoes. Ketahuan dong ya, masih pujo kamu. Masih cuma kurang asupan doang. Kurang asupan. Soalnya udah jarang nonton anime dan baca manga. But if we slip her shoes off and on again, really quickly, kenapa ya? Semua aplikasi thermal paste harus ganti memang. The standard here at the LCE department demand precise measurement. In other words, this test will be meaningless if all we are measuring is a hollow shell. A hollow shell? Ada tuh anime yang baru isekai kantoran di LG tuh. Ya, Kimmy belum update. Nanti mau nyari-nyari. Dulu tuh ada Aarin Fantasi, asupan aku buat nonton begitu-begitu. Cuman gak tahu deh masih ada atau enggak. Intervalo kah ini? Iya, intervalo, makanya nggak ada ininya. Makanya harus Kimmy baca. Kalian teh ngedistract mulu. Kimmy teh lagi baca, kalian mendistract terus. Tapi nggak apa-apa, aku happy udah lama nggak ngobrol sama kalian. We have indulged your predictable provocation enough. Hohenheim. Susah ngomong. Kayak hahu hanas. It seems necessary to remind you that you have not yet received the full report of what transpired during that incident. In other words, you are risking the occurrence of an unexpected event. You concern yourself unnecessarily. The construction of my laboratory boasts a rather solid build. Not even abnormalities on the more powerful side things can puncture hole in this wall. Aku lupa, harusnya aku acting, malah dibacanya datar banget, maaf. Ya. Very well, I will not force your hand. However, due to your unwillingness, I am behooved to record as such in my research journal. Due to the concert's utterly terrified reaction at the prospect of having to remove her shoes, I must unfortunately leave any half-complete test resulted. But, kan dan kita kalau misalnya sepatunya dibuka nanti jadi ini Sancho. Utterly terrified. And for your information, this research report are stored for at least a decade. Yes, we will have possession of a full record of your plain cowardice for at least 10 years. Oh my god, rude. Outcome: Recerned subject was too scared to participate. After much contemplation, I have come to conclude that dearest Rocinante deserved a moment of respite as well. And I, Don Quixote, shall demonstrate before thee that Don Quixote is Don Quixote in her core still, without Rocinante. Emang gak apa-apa? Are you sure this is a good idea, False? Hohenheim, if your employment at Limbus Company ever comes to a unilateral termination, I suppose the cause will be rather apparent. Your highly irresponsible level of curiosity. Not a good idea. Got it. That would be my greatest honor as researcher. Hey, if anything ever goes wrong, Yisang will be ready to slip the shoe right back into your feet at moment's notice. Okay? I shall be on the ready. Behold me not with such excessive anticipation, or there shan't be any new revelation here. Don Quixote began to untie her shoe, seething. The 7-layer knot possessed quite the difficulty. Young Ishmael, wherefore hast thou tied those cord with such unwavering tightness? Ya kan biar gak lepas, Don. Tahu kamu teh jadi gitu kalau sepatunya lepas. I was hoping that be the last knot those shoelaces could ever tie. Of course, there we go. Rest thee well, Rocinante, for I, tuh kan? The sinner and I were all quite nervous, but none of us stepped forward to stop this experiment. Why didn't we stop this? Was it because we thought we knew removing Rocinante doesn't necessarily mean that she'll be losing control? Because we saw its effect on the web train and at La Manchalan? Or was it because we assumed that Rocinante was now just a disguise, and now that Don has accepted her past as Sancho, removing it wouldn't affect her psyche at all? Whichever was the case, it was a mistake to ignore that nagging feeling. These researchers don't know what facing Don Sancho, the second candidate, is like. We do. Kan? Oh my god! I'm starting at the right moment, I feel like. Our existence is death in perpetuity. Complete us. Feel our hunger. We pray unto you, fill us with the blood of human, with the blood of human. The teeming Shouting voices suddenly begin to echo in my head. They're the voices of all the children he had embraced. Or perhaps this was the blood fiend instinct given voice imprinted upon them at the moment of their birth. Good luck, Kim. No! What will happen to me? Proliferate. I forgot to use support as well. So many voices, so much yearning, so much desire. Every single kindred that has ever existed in the past kneels before dawn. Oh, dearest mother, as your children. Wow! Wow! Thank you so much!
I saw your eyes.
Ini kanto berapa ya, Kim? Interval.
To give you the
Kamu teh jangan spoiler.
embrace that you deserve. I saw a light, a shiny
Emang
tear.
itu kanto?
The end you see.
Ya gitu. Kalau aku belum, kamu teh jangan spoiler. Game sebelah. Mentang-mentang Milly yang nyanyi. Hai Rain Card. Kalau Given suka berarti ya Ricin. No comment. Dia lagi ASR, maafin kecil di layarnya. When shall we be permitted to quit? Oh enggak deh. I must drink blood. Dante? I have to drink all the blood. All the blood that the family deserve to drink. I must. Dante? Dante? Wake up! And this look a lot like the last time at the building when the wire on the head suddenly exploded. Aman Kim, aku juga nonton. Aku nggak bilang aku nonton. Dante is turning into a blood fiend. I gotta get a hold of myself. My body cannot even feel thirsty. This doesn't make any sense. I'm okay now. Really? What did you see, Dante? If you want to bring Dawn back, we're going to need to quench her thirst somehow. We need something to sate the combined thirst, the desire of every single kindred. That's not good. Do you keep any blood in here? Let's at least try to quench what... yeah, we have some blood sample if you need them. Damn it. Have you been listening to what the executive manager's been saying? It's the combined thirst of every single kindred. A few blood samples aren't going to do anything. Gamenya not responding. What should I do? Okay. So you're going to sit here and do nothing? And this is a matter of getting her shoe back on? Right. Isang, shoe! Get that shoe back on her feet! I cannot. A bizarre wall of pressure surround her. This is one luxury sick. Good flavor. Real sure. I bought those luxury cigarette with our last bonus pay. Have my blood in exchange. Let me smell your feet? What? This reading are incredible. So much power, even in a state that is for all intent and purposes complete emaciation. What? You egg her on knowing this would happen. I had many outcomes in mind. Some were quite similar to these, but this is beyond even the most extreme of my prediction. He's annoying. Really, Hohenheim? It's very annoying. How the F are you so calm about this? We've got to do something. We haven't even seen how hard the last hit. You haven't. What would be the use of panicking now? If the outcome does not align with the prediction, the first course of action should be to analyze the given data. However, it doesn't seem like our containment measure will be the answer here. Thus, the task of stopping her seems to fall straight onto all of you. Time for us to pay the price of curiosity. Lah, ngelawan Don kita? Are we going to? Oh yeah, we're playing with Sancho. Oh my god. Is Sancho going to? Oh my god, I forgot how she, right? I'll just wing it, okay? Kalau kalah ya udah. What is this? What is that skill? La Aventura Hatermando. La what? La Aventura Haterminado. Deal 10% damage for every bleed on the target. Hard blood? Blood feast? Oh my god. Consume. If there is enough heartbeat, gain 20 bleed and allow up to. Unbreakable coin. God damn it. I'm so bad at this game, bruh. But it's unbreakable, right? I'm panicking. I am panicking. No, kita kan baru mulai. Kamu mendengar bos musik siapa? Yang mana ya? Unbreakable. How do you deal with unbreakable coin though? I still don't. Aku masih nggak ngerti how to deal with unbreakable coin. I mean, it's unbreakable, right? Ego aja nggak sih ya? Gimana baru mulai, gimana caranya mengego? Win the clash? Yeah, I mean, that's not wrong. But the skill is not enough. Oh, I see. Okay. Maybe I can, perhaps. Can do anything other than win the clash? Yeah. I mean, no. Shh. No, Sherlock.
불가 위야 막아내지 못하리.
Oh, dia gain the. Wait, did I lost the? No, I lost the clash. Saya bukannya tadi dominate. Oh no, I don't remember what did I do. She gained the. Apa sih? Oh ini ya. Oh, did I win the clash? I don't. No, our blood being sucked. Do I even have healer?
하나 넘고 꺾고 제쳐라.
Kimmy stuck nggak ya? Jika kalau Kimmy stuck kasih tahu Kimmy ya.
멀겠지만
Beritahu Kimmy nah kalau Kimmy stuck. I actually win.
거긴 오는구만.
Someone just died, man. I think I need to. Someone just died. I'm not fine. Someone just died, and I don't have backup. I think aku mau ulang. Aku ulang gak sih? Retry gak sih? Tapi kalau retry nggak ini ya, nggak ganti. I were fine. Aku mau support. I were fine. Why though? Someone just died. Is it considerable? Is it considered fine if someone is died?
당분간은
Tar dulu,
고개
Kimmy
숙이고 기어야겠군.
nggak minjem orang tadi.
임무도 아닌데
Trust in the
실패했으니
system
이번 주고는
cannot
오래 보겠어.
deploy. Oh, because it's done. Can I have support? Can I have support? Of course I can. But who should I? Aku harus bawa siapa?
뱀 기어가는 소리
Take
들리지
up
않아?
deploy. What? Someone bring Hazel back. Beautiful Miss Kim. I don't even remember who I have. I don't even remember who is who. Okay. 60. 뭐야?
죽으리. 어디서?
명을 받든
죽음께서
보는 눈은 있네요. 여기서 저만큼 무능한 인재.
내 명을 들은 시비수.
Coba burn Kim.
결집.
Harus sama burn. Gak punya burn aku. Burnnya belum aja sebelum. Tadi udah ya aku skip. I'm sorry I already read that. Hope you hope I well. I am well. What about you? I was just not confident about myself. Confident. I am not very confident.
목을 콱
시비수.
물어버리자.
이 앞에 숨쉬는 자 누구 하나 살려보내지 마라.
Can use them as mid shield. What do you mean mid shield? I'm confident.
말로
Nana.
받았냐.
What is that
저
song?
해충들을
Lah kok
도려내
medo
하는
English? Kimmy medo. Oh, Sancho. Yeah, I'm playing with Sancho, and I'm not very confident. I'm not really confident. Even though Zika said I was okay, but I gave up too soon. Yeah, how was your day, Mr. Neon? How was your day? I think someone will. Jangan ini, jangan. Oh, you're kind of tired, but you're just chilling. No. We're just chilling. Think someone going to die again?
모험하군.
Masih ada tombol win rate, Kim, tenang aja. Kenapa sih ini bang percaya banget sama win rate? Ya makanya Kimmy bawa Heisho, sengaja bawa Heisho semua, enggak sih?
이 거리면 충분해. 너한텐 조금 멀겠지만.
Ketinggalan, kenapa? Itu lagunya Justin Bieber. Hah? Yang mana ya? Lagunya Justin Bieber yang mana ya?
길이겠지.
잠깐만 기다려라.
Udah gini doyan sama Justin Bieber nah. Tiba-tiba orang Honglu-nya aja mati. Did Honglu just died? I feel like Honglu died. Or no?
한화 휴재. 개인의 골몰타.
배서지마. 죽여버린다.
와리를 튼 밴 근처엔 오지 말랬잖아.
개의치 않고 말씀을. 불렀어 죽은? 필요한 일 있으면
Kasi Honglu
언제든지
dead.
말해.
That's it. How can I become strong? How can my Honglu become stronger if Honglu just died? Where Honglu go? He died. Laugh. Oh ini. This is a good decision for me to just continue. Are you sure? I have a little bit. It's a little bit traumatic though. It's a bit traumatic, man. Like for sure.
불가
Okay.
위야.
Okay, then if you say so. Kenapa nggak di defense ya? Why don't I do defense? Okay, just trust the system, Zico said. Okay, I will. In Zico, I trust. I will continue. Bilang aja Zico mah pengen cepet-cepet beres, parah sih. Clash terlamamu berapa kali, Kim? I don't even remember. Aku bahkan not remember that particular thing. You remember those particular thing? I don't.
목을 콱 물어버리자고.
Nah, aku nggak bisa tahu sih, She. Kimmy sekarang sudah melakukan kegiatan dewasa. Jadi Kimmy sekarang streamnya cuma sempet aja. Probably Senin Selasa tidak akan sih. Paling yang rajinnya itu di weekend. Tapi weekend sekarang Kimmy nggak iso. Suruh balik sama bapak.
이 거리면 충분해. 너한텐 조금 멀겠지만.
Iya, paling mantengin noti. Thank you, Sis. Ya, nanti kita main Harto. Kenapa disingkatnya hard? Who are you? Why are you going to die? Who are you? Mancing, mancing mania, mantap. Why? Why? I don't understand. Winred mah. I don't understand. Why? Kenapa lupa bahasa? Aku nggak lupa, cuma aku nggak tahu ini sih. Aku nggak tahu. Ini kan Faust, ini Honglu. Who are you? Who are you? I cannot with the tanda. I'm so stupid at this game. Like really though, I don't know what to do. Kalau ini memang ini ya. And also I don't really feel like reading, so neutral is 50-50, right? I don't know, man.
목을 콱 물어버리자고.
Why indeed? Why? Because I don't read.
목을 떨궈주마.
Just keep going, Ziku said. Okay.
틈을 끊어.
I promise I won. Marah-marah. Aku berjanji aku tidak akan marah-marah dan tidak akan molding.
불가 위야.
말로 받아내라.
막아내지 못하리.
저 해충들을 도려내. 하나 넘고 둘 넘고 꺾고 제쳐라. 오야.
Because I'm already in my happy place. Molding aja aku kangen Kimmy molding. Gak mau. Gak boleh. Kimmy kan anak baik. Anak baik. Tidak sombong, rajin menabung. Malam Kim, malam gelap. Di kamu pasti sudah gelap ya.
즐거워.
Guys, kasih Kimmy inspirasi dong besok makan apa. Sambil Kimmy watching. Wah. I have to be the mother to all of them. The family stirs. It's no, my lady. You need not be the mother of anyone here. Everyone dead good. Red eyes, red stare, red gaze. I forgot. You are sinner, nothing more. Ooh, that's why you said to trust the system. Wow, salute cinema. Oh. I will not place the blame of this incident on anyone. Dante. Am I Virgilicious yet, Zico? Dante. When dia playable, I don't think so. Aku nyambi sambil cari jamur. I understand that no one could have expected this outcome given that there of intelligence regarding the binding tool the first kindred had gifted to the third sinner. I mean, no one can. So, does that mean does that mean Sancho is like unbeatable unless it's Virgilisius? I'm just too perfectionist, I mean, Zico. Well then, I hadn't had that much first-hand experience with watching Verge fight, but this was certainly the most exhausted I've seen him after the fight. I decided to say nothing and turn the clock. Everyone alive again. Don, what happened? Did you lose consciousness or did something affect your memory? Manager Squire, my memories were fine, but I heard something as soon as I removed my shoes. Voices, right? Once again, you have witnessed me. Yes, the voices, so many voices. Voices? The voices of my family. But the bloodfin of La Manchalan are all... Sinclair trailed off. Every single bloodfin left inside La Manchalan was killed when the amusement park collapsed. In other words, most of Don lower kindred were dead. That is correct, but I cannot well explain how. The only way I might explain this is that it was as though my very blood remembered them still. I recognized some of them, and some more voices of those I once deeply cared for. It seemed that I was, against my own desire, made to ascend to my father's seat. Perhaps I always was ever since then. And I was struck not only by my own thirst, but the combined thirst of every single one of the children. Thirst. Indeed, I am also bound by that thirst. It is only natural because I am a blood fiend. Thus, the pressure of it all broke my hold of sanity, and I hurt you all as Don the blood fiend, a higher kindred, not as Don a sinner and your friend. Don, this isn't your fault. It's... No, such words are no meaningless. Don, Sancho. She looked down at her pair of shoes, their string again neatly tied. The higher office will now be regularly supplying you with artificial blood packs. Hohenheim approached us. After spending a while furiously scribbling something on his notes. The blood substitute will be very similar to real blood in terms of composition, and we won't have any issue with supplies. How can you get Hihang Hoheng? I don't suppose you actually believe that mere willpower would be enough to withstand this urge? I have done quite well suppressing it thus far. Indeed, and that was precisely the weak attached to the ticking time bomb within the LCB. Must I remind you that the soundness of this limiter of yours is quite tenuous, as today's even have demonstrated? Is it your implication that the purpose of conducting this reckless experiment was to determine the full extent of the latent danger? I don't know. It seemed like he was in it only to state his curiosity. Call it merely the auspice of opportune convenience. This risk factor had to measure sooner or later. Had I known the full extent of the dangers, they already said so, Hohenheim. They already said that it's dangerous to remove Rocinante. Sorry, I'm molding. I would have immediately requested a forceful summoning of your department. Of course, as large as this point of unknown was, we were able to fill it with much new information. You're just being too curious of what will happen. Oh my god. Certain analysis can be drawn by comparing the reports regarding blood fiends and this very experiment. Let us discuss the thirst you experience first. For example, the combined desire of every lower kindred. Indeed, it is true, the Manchegan kindreds have been completely eradicated due to the event at Lamanchalan. But you still heard the voices of your children, yes? What are you trying to say? I aim to discuss the powerful binding force contained within blood. LCD's cooperative report explained that blood is not merely a carrier of nutrient, but something more, that it contains abstract value as well. I mean, Ziku! Hohenheim is just too flipping annoying. I mean, dia yang we sent in a complaint that the report was far too vague in its wording, and we received a reply there on site. Investigate reasoning team leader spat out, the content of which were equally fascinating. This desire of rare kind, this thirst, is something that may as well be imbued and imprinted on the familiar bloodline. Hohenheim. Hohenheim. Tetap aja Raincard. His name is like yeah. Even saying his name is annoying. Bahkan pronouncing namanya aja sudah nyebelin. Tahu Hoheng, iya lagi. To bear the unbearable burden together, but considering that all of that desire is now focused onto an individual on account of Hohenheim. No matter the strength of her will, she alone was made to bear the responsibility, the pressure, the duty of having to raise the family once again. And because none of those needs are currently met, there comes the endlessly exacerbating thirst and more thirst. It is quite fascinating to see how your kind preserves this very abstract value in the physical form of blood. The mere words thirst thus quiet the insufficient job of describing the intensity with which you have lost control. This was my oversight, I must admit it. Must hohe. I do respect your effort to be deliberate from your nature, I truly do, but I also maintain that it is highly advisable for you to regularly consume the provided blood packs. Understood. But one day I wish to dismount from Roshinante. Will there be a time though? Mungkinkah nanti akan ada suatu hari Don bisa tidak menggunakan Rosinante? Will there be a day though? And walk bare of feet and feel the earth under my own skin. Will there be a day though? I don't know, I doubt it. Aku ragu. I was able to establish one positive fact from this exercise, however. What might that be? That there are those who would quite literally throw their lives on the line to stop you, even if you were to take off your shoes. In other words, I don't believe it to be necessary for other department to exercise any separate control over you. Well, now that I've had a first-hand account of your condition, I will write the following in the report. Still quite unstable, yet with the effort from the subject herself and effort from various other environmental factors, this subject had been deemed sufficiently controllable. Once again, I do respect your effort, or any kind of effort really, because I've never had much use for it myself. Don Quixote took a deep breath, then turned to face the sinner. By then, her eyes had regained their usual, softer look. But sorrow was seeping through the tone of her voice. Despite her theatrical manner of speech returning, her tone reminded me of our time at La Manchalan. My deepest apologies, dearest friend. Forsooth, I shall ever proceed to see that Rocinante, my shoe, are never to be removed again. No. But I mean, it's for your own good, Don. Demi kebaikanmu. Nggak sih? Lass, you're looking at it all wrong. You're going to remove those shoes one day, yeah? And that's what you're going to perceive towards. Finally. So you cannot smell the feet. Oh, I cannot imagine. Zika, do you know that ada cheese that likely smell like literal feet? I mean, every fancy cheese smells like feet anyway. I think she let out a brief, quiet laughter. Manager Squire, perchance is there aught that thou concealest from my knowledge? What do you mean? I don't think so. Aku kelewat apa barusan? It's no coincidence that at this very moment I noticed Foss looking in my direction. I don't know if I made the right choice here, but Foss nodded lightly as though to say that I did. I stopped hesitating and the tick-tocking noise came to a stop. Very well then. However, I cannot help but admit that I felt some degree of anxiety as I watched Don walk away as though nothing had happened. You don't know about that? The only feet you've been smelling is yours? Ew. Yes. I mean, dia support kan ya yang aku pinjem ya. How many chapters will it be? Well, now that that's over and done with, I would like the sinner to come together around here. $18? I still have a lot to go. Hand placed the sinner in a single file before him and began. Now, the regular checkup is complete. We finally have enough data to compare your pre-employment status to those of your current selves. I don't understand the 6-7 jokes, Zik. Am I too old? Which means, indeed, we were able to measure your pre-employment combat capability as well. Oh, and what are your conclusions? Allow me to preface this by saying that there isn't much significance in establishing this practically hierarchy of power on a linear scale. Like I said, you are all equally mediocre at the present anyway. And same actually, it's just dumb. Yeah, I don't even know. Mulainya tuh gimana gitu. The 6-7 joke, I mean. Oh, there's plenty of significance, alright. We're all gonna know who's the big boss. While this is but a speculation of the worst case scenario, we must know which one of us has the most right and authority to lead the rest of the senior in case our executive manager becomes, due to some unknown yet inexorable circumstances, available. Hey, I don't listen to anyone weaker than I am. Yeah, issue. What if there was a reason I was the first one asked to introduce himself? There was a burgeoning interest among the sinner to see which one of them would be at the apex of this scale. Were they to be measured by their strength prior to their employment? Hey, maybe before I lost my memory, even Dante, don't. It is interesting how every collective has the desire to get a clear picture of the pecking order. A negative expression of this desire may even lead to juvenile behavior among children. For example, stealing their colleague lunches for meager? What's a meager? For meager reasons such as scoring higher than they did on a task. You're not speaking from personal experience, are ya? Thus, I believe that trying to conceal the outcome of tests from you would be quite meaningless. Each of your placement in that line you are standing in significance, that very order you were so curious to know. I do not wish to waste any more breath on this subject. There was a long silence. Then the sinner all simultaneously turned to look at the person standing in the frontmost position of the line. Ngakak nih di sini. Mana yang ngakaknya. This has to be the longest, most awkward, most loaded silence I've ever felt in my life. Much did I wish to hold shroud in my bosom, yet I yearn still to convey that we are all more than meets the eye. Yet there remains a certain abundance with my heart. Perhaps the test of this day, a picture of both of my qualities. Martin! Lah main Kimmy. Hai Martin. Hai, apa kabar kamu? Main dong. Thus spoke I, Yisang. Yisang, I will place trust in the faith that all of you shall one day sprout wings as I have. Yisang, it's the other way around. Game puzzle apa? Kimmy mau main game puzzle juga. Ah yes, the line was made from my point of view. Dia ngira dia yang pertama. From here, the sinner will AI Somnium files. Oh, susah nggak, Tin? You said some cool words though. We got this right, Yusang. Kasihan, Yusang. This quite the bashful occasion. To be the center of such fervent attention upon such a I wouldn't say profane is the right word. Worried, maybe? I shall be vigilant. No one seemed to have any objection or doubt about the strongest sinner was given the earlier event. On second thoughts, it appears that it would be best if we left the comment to Ishmael as we have done so far. Otis mumbled through great teeth. For sure, I am in agreement. I am more partial to roles. Bro never gotta change. Jangan lupa minum Kimmy. Okay, man. Very happy to see this discussion not coming to blow. Now, are we all ready to move on from this? Wait a minute, aren't we all forgetting something pretty important? That's just how the world works, Greg. No one remembers anyone between the first place and the last. I even forgot my own placement in the order. No, I mean, fellas, I wasn't even a part of the list. What? Were you not? Who cares, mate? There's 12 of us. Some people just out of the radar. Big deal. Let's just get on with it. Hey, you can't just disgust me like swatting away you fly. I'd guess somewhere around my level, probably, or hard keeps. Ishmael replied in a voice that had clearly lost all interest in this discussion. First was shut up by Foss during the W train case, now was considered the weakest sinner. Potential man. It's so funny though. You're the sinner with the bizarre insectoid arm. We had no choice but to place you in the least favorite category of all researchers. Exception. They really hate that. In other words, you are a unique case that cannot well be placed in a list or a scale. To do so would be irresponsible. I'd say you carry a certain potential. Potential, man! That potential, is it? Does that mean I could also be the first place if all goes well? It could be very well the reverse, given the definition of potential. Let not this query harass your mind, Gregor. Your day will come. Mas penuh potensi. Feels funny getting consoled by the guy who plays last. Potential man. Kimmy di 13, so that's mean 5 more. Okay. Oh, yapping lagi kita. Yay! After some time pass. Next, we must discuss the classification number. We have been assigning risk level for distortion just as we have for abnormalities. The observation logs you have written for us were of great help, of course. My research struggles to parse the handwriting of certain sinners, however, but it was good data all the same. We once had a 3-hour debate over a letter. Ever since after Canto 4 times. Even that bloody governess gave up on trying to fix my hand. Even the bloody governess gave up on trying to fix my handwriting. Heathcliff grinned proudly and wiped the side of his nose. As you must all be well aware, the current system of classification number has a rather significant oversight. Because abnormality were creation of the former L Corp, our classification system had to be lifted whole from their system. However, the criteria by which the former L Corp measured the risk level was the amount of their energy production. As a correlation of sorts, it was often the case that the more aggressive abnormalities produced more energy, or the more aggressive abnormalities produced more energy, but their destructive capability were not a part of the criteria despite the correlation. That is why certain abnormalities were assigned relatively lower risk level despite their potential to kill even multiple higher ranking employees. They were an energy company at the end of the day. It makes sense that their priority will be to measure the energy output. However, here, both abnormalities and distortion must be suppressed via direct confrontation. Thus, the former L Corps. I hate that word. Corp. Classification system is rather incongruent with our purposes. I once heard someone say that we should be wary of people who drone on and on in the intro. Thus, it becomes necessary for us to reorganize the distortion, risk level, and classification codes. Wow, how interesting! So, whose job is that going to be? I am rather taken aback by the naive faith with which you asked me that question. Us. It's us. Sinner without the right to refuse, was it? Wait a second, aren't you just uploading your own work to us? A privilege given to researchers. Oi, don't be so ignorant, yeah? This is all just to, in order to research the distortion, right? We gotta, oh my god, the other way around, assistant. We've got to do research into distortion in order to solve the bad side. It's elementary shite. Hohenheim really got you wrapped around his finger, you know that? According to the LCD on-site investigate reasoning team leader, the progression of a distortion is much like that of a disease. The fate of an abnormality awaits at the end of the distortion phenomenon, after all. When a distortion progresses into an abnormality, all pre-existing individuality is erased, replaced with the totality of an abnormality. Thus, it is impossible to bring back a distortion that has already transformed into an abnormality. It will no longer have reversibility that they once had in the distortion phase. Speaking of which, I feel like aku takut mau menghadapi Kanto 8 and play Honglu's chapter. You know, given the history I see admin-adminku main terus mereka malding, will I be mauled in Kanto 8? I feel like I will, no? So a distortion like that Time Reaper fella will eventually become an abnormality too. If felt untouched, you got no issue. Are you sure? But I mean, I have probably skill issue on their part. For the story or the game or for the gimmick of the enemy. I feel like the gimmick because aku tuh baca rain card. I read all the skill, but I don't understand. Reading the gimmick doesn't mean I understand, right? It's gonna be Eduardo again. It's gonna be Eduardo again. If you are referring to the subject he 6P2001, then yes. This is simply a prediction, of course, because that particular subject isn't contained here. I cannot say with absolute certainty that its progression into an abnormality will be observed. A correct assessment. There are worse fights that requires me to read in this game or other games. Huh? Didn't Limbus Company collect the Time Reaper? We hope we would, but T-Corp was very adamant about that claim over the entity, to the point where they refused to even sit at the negotiation table. I found their time-ripping ability quite fascinating, but sometimes I must know when to cut my losses, I suppose. I think I'll be okay at least until the first boss. I hope. You hope. I hope so. At worst case scenario, chat can backseat you if you love it. I mean, I am allowing it. Tapi admin-adminku yang sekarang sedang menghilang itu nggak tahu akan allow atau tidak. Biasanya mereka yang malah suka molding Zike. Kayaknya mereka lagi pada sibuk di Enfield. Biasanya sih lagi main game kalau nggak muncul di streamnya aku. Wait, so that something is the new classification for code format? Indeed, because it is difficult to identify and observe the origin, the save of a distortion. We decided to forego that information and instead replace them with their scene affinities and the expected damage scale. Most of the fight is just making sure I win the clash with an extra in me. Need to do this and that while at it. Yeah, that need to do this and that I doubt I can do. Sin infinities, P must refer to Fig Sloth. Pada kena virus pabrik, Kim emang iya Suryo. Hai Iyo. Halo Iyo, apa kabar? They do indeed follow the same thought process if we're being technical here. Enfield hosts their factory? I don't know. I haven't opened the game. What's the expected damage scale? Combat capability, I'm guessing. I remember them saying that the risk level were determined based on the encoupling production rates, which is not the most meaningful information to us who have to fight them directly. It was that inconvenient to put a nebulous idea like combat capabilities into a singular numerical scale of power. Certain entities have idiosyncrasies and variables that make such a linear measure quite meaningless. Iya, lagi jadi pada admin kayaknya. Nggak tahu, Kimmy tadi jam 8 kurang chat mereka, tapi sampai sekarang belum pada nongol. Kayaknya sih emang lagi pada sibuk. Gak apa-apa. Starting Canto 8, most enemy will have their skill highlights on red, so you can start to focus on reading on that specifically. Okay, I hope my disability to read will be fine. So instead, we decided to measure the expected amount of damage that Limbus Company personnel might suffer should they engage these entities in battle. While this Time Reaper pose very little threat against the sinner due to your idiosyncrasies, the unique nature of their weapon means they can immediately deal a nigh fatal blow to anyone from the LCC department with a single strike. I mean, I'm not dyslexic, but sometimes things requires me twice to read. That is why the distortion was given a rather high expected damage scale of 6 from a scale of 1 to 10. Please do note that this is not a perfect system, and these values are there only as references. Will this standard be applied to abnormalities as well? We have plans to do so, yes. Risk level expected damage scales will be coming before their classification codes. Speaking of which, I have something to show you all. What is it? What else other than the monolith? One with the highest potential values among Limbus Company's business. Thus, the development of transportation, management, and processing methodologies of the monolith is a glowing achievement indeed. The artifacts, by its very nature, pose a great danger. I hesitate to embrace it. Also, its use so willingly. A great danger? But wouldn't you say that we are beset? What is beset by danger at all time? The arbitrariness in deciding how dangerous something is comes from the degree to which it poses a risk. As you must already know, the monolith here is a device that can force a distortion. It is scattered throughout the city just like the golden bow. At first only in possession of the finger and the syndicates of the backstreet to now being collected by companies both large and small and nameless like a plague. We also learned that they have become a rather high priority targets for some wings out there. As luck would have it, we managed to begin our research expedition and collection of the monolith much earlier than the others. Now, we are already at the stage in which we may partake in the processing and the sales of these artifacts, expanding our business ventures. You could say that we not only avoid the very unsavory fate of having to tussle with the wings for the possession of these artifacts, because we may have had to confront the wind directly were that the case. Asking out of pure curiosity here, what would happen if we were ever assigned to a city if we were ever assigned a city threat level? Ishi, how about we don't ask a question we don't ever want to find out the answer to? I mean, what if we, due to some contractual shenanigans, end up going against the association? I think it'd be a good thing to know ahead of time, just in case. Seem like a question worth entertaining to me. Let's see. From canard to start of the city, I suppose your assignment will be somewhere between urban plague and urban nightmare. Not SOTC yet, are we? It's almost sound as if you want to be given a threat level. It is true that you, upon first sight, due to your revival powers and the potential of the identity technology, may appear to pose a rather troublesome risk. However, you have a very clear and obvious weakness. Really? Indeed, all of our advantage will be smoothed upon the manager's death. Hohenheim slowly turned around to look at me, prompting Faust and the other sinner to follow suit. What if we protect them though? I am impressed by your optimism, given the kinds of enemies you have faced thus far. We don't even need to go so far in time. Whoa, wall tax! Wait. We don't even need to go so far back in time to discuss the incident with the fixer Siegfried or Big Brother Ricardo. Ricardo! I read from your report. Should the third sinner suddenly seek to attack the manager with her full might, do you truly believe that the rest of you will be enough to protect them? No. The follow of this world is that the manager will be preserved, that no such thing may come to pass. That's enough, Hohenheim. Any further divulgence and Faust will open a disciplinary committee to discuss the consequences of your careless words. Not there yet, are we? Very well. Whichever is the case, you do have the potential to become a star of the city threat at the same time in the future, but do remember that it would be best if you could avoid that unfortunate designation. And please, don't forget that is only true so long as you have Limbus Company's backing. Limbus Company. Ooh, dungeon? Or not? Can I use support?
내 명을 들은 시비수 결집이다.
We are almost done with regular checkup. Udah dungeon belum? Last stage danger. Kayaknya ini, maybe? I don't know. Finally, saya barusan nggak pakai kapalin, tapi pakai kayak kapsul gitu. Kapsul or box? I don't remember. Yang bulat itu. Kapsul, right? Finally, we have a change for you to overcome an adversity based on what you have learned thus far. And for me to prove my hypothesis, What hypothesis is he talking about? No need to worry, my hypotheses have never been wrong most of the time. This experiment is entirely of my own design and supervision, and I will faithfully follow my own pure curiosity and instinct as a researcher. Guys, I have a feeling we're not gonna like where this goes. Yeah, I think it is the dungeon. Now, do you see the monolith here? Yep, I do. There's a monolith alright, but don't you worry. My researchers will be the one to activate the artifact. Activate the artifact? Not on you. Relax. I understand that none of you would be willing participant to this experiment. I swear, if you're going to force us to distort saying that we have no right to reviews or something, Yeah, hang on. I cannot let you do that even as your assistant. Belum nyala internetmu, sir. Welcome by the way, saya juga internetnya mati. Main Wordle aja ada internet. Parah sih. Atau satu apa namanya? Kalian kan satu kampung, enggak? Yes, but if you must, we are willing to send the weakest sinner among us far. Forget I said that. That was foolish of me to say. I will be the subject of the experiment myself. You're going to distort yourself? Am I hearing you right? Kalian janjian ya datangnya barengan banget. Aren't you curious to see what kind of distortion you'd end up becoming? I'm sure this is a question you have all entertained at least once. Dimension. Ya, dimension baru datang. Nggak dimension mah nggak datang. Parasi. No, I ain't curious. It ain't a very pleasant experience either. Stop gritting your teeth like that, assistant. It will have an adverse effect on your long-term dental. What if you just end up turning into a Pecatulum? You could end up becoming a Pecatulum, just another one of the further we solder our way through for the Tesseract. You're risking that? It is indeed a possibility. It would signify nothing more than my very own limitation. Just a mediocre shell. Oh my god. Jiwa-jiwa researcher gila. If such an incident can come to pass, this employee will transport me into a containment unit. We even made a bet on what kind of Pecatulum I would turn into. He bet on Goulet, I on Infidie, and her on Figurative. But how could you think about it like this? If I were to become a Pecatula, it would be akin to losing at a game of change. Of course, what comes as a loss may define on what at that precise time considered to be losing, but the mere fact of turning into a Pecatulum robs me of any value to life. I'd say he was being too hard on himself, but that felt like too simple an expression to describe his tone. The company would most likely attempt to transport me to a containment unit, but I disagree with that decision. I would like to ask you to dispose of me on the spot. I am well aware that I'm not the kind of congenial person who earned other favor at first meeting, if at all. I also don't believe that our brief relationship has been the most amicable kind. Therefore, I see little reason why you would hesitate to cut me down. Of course, sinner with gentle heart like this young Sinclair. Well, this young Sinclair here may express certain distaste against this decision, but once I become a Pecatulum, it may as well mean that Hohenheim, the entity, has ceased to be. So I hope no unnecessary emotion like guilt clouds cloud your judgment in killing the peculum a mere byproduct. Oh my god. But what if something unexpected happened? We're talking about your life here. Don't you have any manual with backup plans? Or this is a very simple meta, nothing more than a coin flip, heads or tails. Oh my god. It appears that you are still insisting on your absurd 50-50 theory. I am a researcher who wishes to humiliate the field of mathematical statistics. Unlike the general lay of the academia, I believe there is a certain romanticism to research. It is much more exciting to run as many tests and gain as many samples as we can than to be stuck behind a desk, poring day and night over books and paper, isn't it? If it's tail, then you must dispose of me immediately. Oh my god. And the employee here will take care of the rest. Don't forget to destroy the key inside the coat pocket and the... Aww. Yes, we remember. If I were to successfully distort, we would be halfway to success. For the first time, I am feeling quite the envy for you all. I wish I could be a witness to my own. Oh my god. If you've been paying attention to my lectures, perhaps you could even come up with a classification code for my distortion too, going by the standard we have discussed earlier. Not that I have a very high expectation that you would. Ini keselin. I have recently come to a realization that people nodding along to my word is not a signifier of comprehension, but instead an expression of societal necessities. Then the manager here will open the entrance to my dungeon of the phantoms, and you will progress through the mirror danger as you have always done when facing a distortion, to reach into the deepest phantom to face my distortion once again. I wish you the best of luck in your suppression effort. And once you've made it that far, it is likely that you will find me unconscious, or if luck would have it, conscious. Unconscious? Are you sure this is safe? A degree of case-by-case variant is to be expected. It may take some time for a full recovery, but it will happen should you success. That reminds me, that how this bamboo-hated Kim! Zika, bamboo-hated Kim mentioned. Oh my god, PTSD. Bamboo-hated Kim. He's recovered? He is safely contained within our facilities. Believe in Kim. Hang on, just like that? You're not a bamboo head Kimmy, what? When? Pernah kan Zika dipakai dijadiin thumbnail. Indeed, and I can distorted whole her name. I can still hear them. Yes, I remember. I still do. I know he'll be back, but gosh, this is pretty annoying. Don't worry, we'll bring him back no matter what. The manager say that we will bring him back no matter what. Sure sounds like a dependable sort, this manager of yours. Very well. Please take a look at this. Is this a note? Did he write us tips on how to do this or something? He said that all you have to do is read what's on the note in front of his distortion. Apparently it's some kind of a code. I don't think he'll hear anything but ticking noises from me. Can you read this, Marcel? It will be done as you commanded. Marcel nodded, then began to read words from the note aloud. Lobotomic Corporation. 5 minutes. Potentiality. Anticipation. Right hand. The moment Marcel uttered them, the all too familiar portal began to appear around Hohenheim distortion, as though they were keyed to a door. Scattering shards of familiar yet alien sights appeared intermittently beyond the shimmering veil. Hohenheim had already entered the portal as we stood there gawking, but we could still hear his voice echoing through the laboratory. I suppose I'll be forced to share my past here, the past I never wanted to share, the past no one cares to learn about. It is something I must endure for the sake of this experiment, however. I need not expose every little detail of it. It's all in the past now anyway, isn't it? Dungeon! How many stage? Is it going to be long? Dungeon time! Ayolah, locked. We're at the starting point of the dungeon of the Phantom. We found ourselves in a room that appears to be a workshop of ego gears. If you have scored below 100% synchronization rate in the detect only one single ego from here. Okay. Come on. Give me good ego. Please, ego. Can we just take them all? This is the dungeon of the Phantom. As it differs from the usual mirror dungeon, it is highly advisable that its rules are followed. What should we do? Mas hohe. Aduh, cap cip cup kembang kuncup. Take the flaming burn. Take the combat booth with spiky bits on them. Take the cleaning solution spray. I think this. See? Burn. I don't even use burn. And clash. On clash. Oh. Inflict burn. Oh. Sama aja gak sih cap cip cup kembang kucup? Dua-duanya kayak battle, kesempatan kayak main monopoli. Sama aja semuanya ya. Ininya burn ya, Kimmy pakainya ruptur. Beda semua itu. Saya kadang-kadang nadanya tuh penuh dengan sarkasme. Jadi aku tuh suka bingung. Kamu teh bercanda atau beneran? For some reason gue tahu dari choice itu dapat ego apaan ya. Ya gitu. Aku bahkan enggak. Sasuga Saiter. What's going on with them? Good. It appears that I can censor this with my own will, at least to a degree. Your mission here is to classify my distortion, reach the end of this dungeon of the Phantom, and bring me back. Your mission, however, does not involve digging into my past. Burn and Rupture, so I think I'm good, right? I'm using Rupture, right? Okay. It appears that we have a passing familiarity with this place. You, us. Kimmy masih ini soalnya masih and will always be dumb at this game. The only thing I see is like dominating, favor. Udah aja. What is it? I never learned. I don't know why. I don't believe any level of proper communication will be feasible given that you are in the dungeon of the Phantom. Well, then do something about it. I regret to tell you that the setting of this dungeon is out of my hand. Had it up into me, I would have manifested a place that was much more fascinating than this. Like that library fable to have every book in existence. Struggle bukan berarti hopeless. Aku tuh ngertinya cuman yang paralyzed doang. Sekte win rate gimana Kim? Gak ngerti. Dan win rate juga sama kan? Yang penting dominating sama favored. One of my past careers, yes. Diplomacy did not seem to be an option here. The censor people. Oh, guys, kayaknya Kimmy akan berhenti menggunakan live 2D. Tes. 10% lagi baterainya. Dadah. Looks like tunggu sampai 5% deh. It can be helped. Let's get ready for a fight. Iya lagi favored aja kena scam terus. Favored aja bisa kena scam.
불가 위야 막아내지 못하리.
말로 받아내라. 저 해충들을 도려내.
하나 넘고 둘 넘고 꺾고 제쳐라.
오여. 길을 열어라.
그쪽 방향이 아닐 텐데.
Disapa kucing aku.
결정 염화.
Dan weekly lah sekarang udah Rabu hari kamu. Today is Wednesday, tomorrow reset. Masih merah kah wifi-nya?
불가 위야
시비수에게 명한다.
막아내지 못하리.
이 앞에 숨지는 자.
하나 넘고 하나 살려고 둘 넘고
Speedrun, let's go speedrun. Bisa kali 3 kan? Masih pakai kuota ini. Ya udah jangan dulu nonton, nggak apa-apa. Kuota is expensive. baru trauma Wen. Aku ya yang nggak punya waktu. We came across a group of researchers passionately poring over various documents. They're having a debate about ini aja gue nonton pakai 1.4.4p. Oh my god, imagine. Give me Rapture. Tomorrow New Sinclair. Will it be dispensable? Kalau mau aku crafting aja. Kalau bisa aku crafting aja. Will Poise be Pog? They must have noticed us listening into there. Yeah, Ren Sinclair and Kragenheim. Oh, nice. Are you the sample? I want Sinclair. If so, try this on. Yes, it is dispensable. Okay then. Tapi next week nggak apa-apa. Gacanya buat yang burn.
아는 것을 모른 채 할 수는 없으니.
We got burned again. I feel like I need to 짭찝쭈 금방꾼쭈. 냐.
만곡된 직선을 직선으로 질주하겠소.
Crab table tapi next week it's okay. Bisa habis seminggu it's okay. I will wait. Because aku nggak punya banyak donasi. How do we know this guy's actually distorted? He doesn't sound any different from his usual self. The sanity degradation due to distortion affect every subject differently. I mean, yeah, but censoring his own pattern? But Hohenheim, you're in a dungeon of the pattern. We will see through it with Dante's power, whether you want to show us or not. You make a fair assessment. How about this then? If you are to see them anyway, allow me to save you the trouble and give you a quick rundown instead. Come visit me as soon as you finish watching my tale. 1.3k? Oh my god, Zika. Rajin kali kau. Yeah, I had a personal laboratory all to myself. One of the few perks of being an elite researcher. This guy's just telling the story however he wants to, isn't he? Hey, Mr. Hohenheim? Let me think. I don't quite remember what he looks like. Some things like this, perhaps? Whichever is the case. I was planning to censor his evidence anyway. Hey, I wanted to talk to you about something. Stop. Are you here to express your displeasure with me? The what now? If you are, do let me know from the get-go. I had a feeling it was about time this would happen. 3 months, not a bad record for working without a workplace conflict. Oh, if this is about quitting, then you would find a much better audience among the human researchers. No, I mean, I'm just here to thank you for picking me, some dude from the backstreet, to work here. I heard it was you who made the hiring decision. I don't know how to put this, but you're the only one who saw my my potentiality. You saw something that no one cared to look into before. Know what I mean? Kimmy banget. You know what I mean? But it had nothing to do with something so grandiose like his potentiality. A wing does not hire people from the backstreet for something so insignificant. Tidak ada jenggot tuh. Mantap. While this information has never been publicly available, Lobotomy Corporation primary criterion was trauma. Candidates with horrible, insurmountable trauma were often peppered by the company, and in an indirect way, it was only natural that they would begin to favor candidates who originate from the backstreet. Your greetings are acknowledged, Jimmy. Jimmy! Now feel free to leave my office. I am Jimmy. Anyway, I've been meaning to ask, Mr. Hohenheim, why do you always enjoy being alone? It may come as a surprise to you, but I am very adept at spending my time on my own. It is one of the 100 distinguishing features that set me apart from ordinary men. Say, don't you need someone to be like your loyal right hand man? My right hand is just doing fine, thank you very much. Do you believe in potentialities, Hohenheim? What an unrelentingly stubborn employee he was, even in hindsight. Thanks to you, I do, and I've been thinking if I keep at it, one day I might even find myself living it large in a nest, changing my world little by little, kind of like how a thing like we managed to snag a position here at Lobotomy Corporation. So I'm thinking here that I want to stick around in your circle. To bring about such drastic changes to one's life is in the realm of feasibility for an exceptional researcher like myself, indeed. But you are, like most of the rebel, painfully average in most qualities and therefore unlikely to be moving force in that change. I have no faith in universal things like potentialities. I have faith in myself and myself alone. Besides, I'm not very partial to mathematical statistics like the probability theory anyway. So, I would like to keep both my right and left hand as my own. Have a nice day. Wanna know something about me? I'm the kind of guy who doesn't really think about things. Action before deliberation, you got me? Thoughtless and carefree. Possibly the only merit to be found in those who originate from the backstreets. Or was that a thinly veiled threat of physical assault? No, I'm talking about the new Abno that just got shipped here. It's a tricky one to manage. I'll tell you what, it reads your mind, screwing up all kind of strategies or whatever as long as it's based on hard logic. Wanna shoot for the Department of the Year award together? You seem to be rather skilled in the art of transaction. One of the few merits found in those who originate from the backstreets. I will admit, I suppose I was overcome by a certain ennui back then. Ennui? And in hindsight, it was foolish of me to engage in such inane conversation. You, us, the ring man of life has come to haunt us. Perhaps it is I whom they truly wish to hurt. Ini mah masih begini-begini aja kan ya? Begini-begini aja. Begitu saja.
자, 어느 쪽일지 잘 생각해보라고. 이건 예상 못했나봐.
일기당천.
한놈 쪼아먹어.
고작 이 정도 탕류의 허덕이나.
그쪽 방향이 아닐 텐데.
넌 푸름을 틔울 수도 없겠구나. 말로 받아내라. 저 해충들을 도려내라. 하나 넘고 둘 넘고
오야.
길을 열어.
고작 이 정도 탕류의 허덕이나.
가이쳐 세워.
넌 푸름을 틔울 수도 없겠구나.
It's finally here, the Department of the Year award. Indeed, I have finally done it. With some minor assistance from you, of course, and some other employees. Come on, admit it. Don't you notice that a lot more employees are saying hello, good morning, and what have you to you, and what have you to you, in the hallway compared to when your reputation was a bit, it's all because I'm just that good of a right-hand man. I will admit that your intuitive and spontaneous eyes was of some assistance when it comes to identifying certain observation among abnormalities. This is the potentiality I was talking about, man. The same thing you saw in me when you decided to get me on board. Apologies for running the moment, but the next few years quickly and busily flew by without much trouble. Of course, we pick ourselves a few more Department of the Year awards, some promotion, and some collaborative researches. Potential man 2.0 dong. Yet all things must come to an end. The infamous fall of Lobotomic Corporation for one. I don't suppose you have any. You left us nothing but word of endless resentment. You left us behind. The fall of the former L-Corp. I remember what Miss Yuri told us. The site crumbled in an instant, trapping the employee in there with the abnormalities. What is this sound? The whole structure is quaking. What the heck is... Initiating site burial in 100 seconds. Any remaining employee must immediately evacuate this sector. Continuing dive. 95, 94, The escape pod to the surface are here, but there's only one seat left. They're saying that the next one is 5 minutes. Listen closely. At the risk of sounding rather callous, I must inform you that the change of survival in cases of crisis such as this is usually granted to a very small minority of those affected. Some who prioritize the fairness of the process terkubur hidup-hidup, oh no. And in more barbaric group, the survivor would be decided by none other than the rule of mind. However, I'm glad to find myself among those who are on the side of intelligence, so I make this argument a suggestion before you. Compare yourself, whole soul. Final purpose in life is clinging to your mediocre office job and making good on your debt payment. And me, who has produced several groundbreaking apocalypses and research results at such an early age, whose life in your eyes is of greater worth. Buset, ngebanding-bandinginnya sama achievement dong. The company collapsed 90 seconds later. I've left the employee of my department behind and boarded the escape pod. Parah lah. How could you without even a hint of... Yeah! Wrath is a hideous emotion. I'm here today only because I have always maintained a cold, rational... I mean that's true. Save yourself first before you save others, but... Crumble. He almost appeared as though his heart was crumbling as well. Well, now that's over with, I invite you to come face me, the distortion, and the experiment will come to an end. But just finding and defeating his execution in the fight, I don't think that bring him back. I just know it. I agree. We're still in deep waters here. This cannot possibly be all there is to it. Hayolo. Cap cip cup kembang kuncup. We see the other blossom moth within the containment unit. The flaming wings. An instant attempt to set fire to everything about it. Burn lagi, iya. What a beautiful specimen. What ego gift can you get from the other blossom? I don't know. Iya lagi. Dia memaksa aku untuk menggunakan burn padahal aku tak punya.
야음을 틈타.
Aku nggak punya burn team, belum selesai bikin burn teamnya juga, malah fokus ke rapture. Nah, udah mulai ini ya, udah mulai mini boss ya. Oke.
일기당천.
Iya, aku nggak tahu aku punya atau enggak. Kimmy punya box yellow berapa ya? Also chicken Sinclair. Oh iya, Kimmy punya. Kamu nanya, kamu bertanya-tanya. Punya kok. Sinclair mah punya semua. Enggak deng, canda. Aku kayaknya yellow boxnya masih ratusan, belum sampai 1000 kayak Zike.
시비수에게 명한다. 이 앞에
거점.
숨쉬는 자,
죽어라.
넌 푸름을 틔울 수도 없겠구나.
이제 깨우치시게.
바람 불어오는 대로 짓밟아라.
Amazing sekali Zeke punya 1300. 1300 yellow box. How? Do you play the Luxapication
이런 임무는 뱀
3 times a
중에서도
day?
내가 제일이지.
Yang meledak itu bukan sih? Itu the one that explode? It's the one that explode, right?
날 쫓아와.
시비수에게 명한다.
You play daily.
이 앞에 숨쉬는 자, 누구 하나 살려보내지 마라.
Oke, live today-nya Kimmy meningsoy guys. Aku pakai ini dulu ya. Pakai video tube aja. My live today meningsoy. Kita mengcibi dulu aja.
불가.
Daily plus spam MDE 15 mungkin, maybe? Enggak, katanya tuh daily plus weekly without missing a day. So you brought Limbus Pass, so that's oh yeah, I haven't bought the Limbus Pass yet. I forgot. It's because of where Winds meet. Awo Kim, awo.
텐데.
Hai. Aku manggil kamu apa? Pacaran. Pezercan. Pejicercan. Awo, hai. Selamat datang. Bisa gitu, bisa ngapain tuh?
흑수미 뒷박질 춤.
Sudah aku duga pasti dipanggil pacaran. Hampir semua orang manggilnya pacaran ya. Udah manggil kamu pacaran. Pajri. Oke, Pajri. Hai. Hai. Pajri. Bisa kayak sekilas dibacanya kayak pacaran. Gemes. Pajri-chan. Nani ga suki? Jagominto.
숨통 끊기.
Yerimo anatta. Padoru.
흑수미 뒷박질 준비. 아직 죽지 마.
하나 넘고 둘 넘고
Yorimo Kimihan Nazawa. Kaget, aku pikir kucingku bawa ini, bawa kecoa, padahal bawa ini apa sih yang suara dalam kamar dong, dasar. Oh, itu mah aku nggak takut, kalau kecoa aku takut. Skip aja. Accept and investigate. Pride? Do I even have? Ada dong. Aku nggak hafal
아는
heal,
것을
full
모른 채
HP
할 수는
semua,
없으니
mantap. Offense level up. MD kah? Bukan. Lagi intervalo. Kita ngelawan Hohenheim kah sekarang? MD 15 masih banyak poin BP kalau klaimnya pas weekly. Makanya aku tadi bilang MD 15. Iya, intervalo dungeon.
사냥감인가 몸이.
Final boss. We arrive at the entrance to Hohenheim Laboratory. This may be my final order to you. Either suppress me and return safe and sound. Mati nggak dia? Iya, Kimmy baru mau intervalo ke kanto 8. Kemarin Kimmy terlalu sibuk nyiapin tim rupture. Rupture, anjay. Rupture nggak tuh? That's when his clip suddenly strode forward. Hohenheim, do you still believe in that potentiality? I do. It's what keeps me going. You only hire researcher from the backstreet, don't you? I heard from them earlier. They told me that you're a right pompous bloke, but thanks to you, they can continue to research and believe that there might be things in the world that's worth working toward. Apakah sudah full Heisho? Kemarin kelewat siapa gitu, dan aku nggak bisa. Yang aku kelewat siapa sih, Ziku? Do you still remember what I said? To which I
목을 떨궈주마.
I think I don't remember. No, sadly, yeah, I don't know. Dia ada gimmick nggak sih? Enggak lah ya. Biarin lah ya.
그쪽 방향이 아닐 텐데.
He have sealed. Wow. Sinclair mah kayaknya Kimmy punya deh. I think if it's Sinclair, I have.
발톱새와 목을 떨궈주마.
Oh iya, Weidon mungkin yang aku nggak punya. Aku lewat. Ada beberapa momen Kimmy kayak berapa hari nggak main, kelupaan. Alah, siah defense semua lagi. Kalau defense dia ngapain sih? Defense against the poise, calm as well. Can I just do full damage? No. I don't want to waste my skill 3, man. Like
불가 위야 막아내지 못하리.
defense doang. Paling lihat nanti deh. Aku konsultasi dulu sama admin Chan. Iya kan? We need to save skill. Wah. Wah.
불가
시비수에게 명한다.
막아내지 못하리.
이 앞에 숨쉬는 자 누구나 살려보내지
숨통
마.
끊기.
말로 받아내라. 저 해충들을 도려내.
하나 넘고 둘 넘고 꺾고 제쳐라.
Trust in Hong Lu, we all trust in Hong Lu.
길을 열어라.
What plague? It is exactly as you have seen, manager. Save for view part that work censored. I consult nothing from your view. I don't believe I have committed any wrong by escaping that place alone, leaving the other to be buried there. Of course. It may be reprehensible from a moral standpoint, but why would anyone ever look at it from that perspective, manager? Especially when you are well roded in cities of you. I can feel his gaze, and like he said, his operation is going well, but this feels wrong. So that it shouldn't end like this. What should I tell him? What is him trying to hide from us? Alasia, what if you do feel like what you did was wrong? We can deploy passive adaptation for this encounter. We can the shield. We can the SP. I reconstruct. But I must admit one thing, now that I have conducted some level of code inspection, I will admit that it wasn't entirely nature of me to censor so much of my pattern. Of course, this does not mean harusnya I will now remove the censor in memories. My ego is not so feeble as to be shaken by a few words. I didn't really understand most of what he was talking about, but I can't shake this thought that everything has been saying was just an effort to distance himself from his own emotion. Oh, him. Skillnya lepas, tapi is that kenapa skill 3-nya pada muncul sekarang? Enggak deh, cuma satu. Save skill.
자, 어느 쪽일지 잘 생각해보라고.
Can speed read, it is fine. It can speed read it, it's fine.
넘고
I speed read it.
넘고 얼마든지
I do speed read.
꺾고 제쳐라.
Pantu. Literal. Apaan tuh? Aku bahkan tidak menggunakan ego. Aku suka kemudian ragu. I feel like I am doubting myself right now. Staggered lah, come on.
겹겹의
Not yet.
중을 뚫어보이겠어.
A little bit more, I feel like. Ini skill 2 ya. 1 kan? Oh. Oh hell nah. Okay. Close to staggered, right? Come on, staggered lah. So I can do all the damage in one.
결정 영화.
Thank you, support. Thank you, support. I am cheesing my way. I am cheesing my way. I am cheesing my way out. The escape pod to the surface are here, but there's only one seat left. They're saying that the next one's in 5 minutes. Look, I don't actually believe you hired me because you saw my potential or something like that. Ooh, he looks like he leave for some reason. But I want to believe that you found the hope in potentialities because of me. A hope, an anticipation, anticipation that we can make things better as long as we get better. That caught you off guard? Yeah, thank you for the support. Di carry sama yang nge-support juga. This is what a right hand man does, isn't it? Take my potentiality you found and rise. Take it with you to the surface. But you, Johan, what about you? Well, maybe next time, some other time. No, Johan! Rather is a hideous emotion. That is why I did nothing at the entrance of that branch. Only said go, remembering nothing more. Remembering the one I left behind. So he does have guilt. Feel guilt. I can sense the dungeon of the phantom slowly beginning to close. Sometime later. I have returned, safe and sound. Welcome back, boss. To be frank, I once wished to be someone like yourself, Heathcliff. What are you talking about? We don't want Heathcliff to be like Heathcliff. Because it's not easy to put my faith not in games of number, but in the slimness potentiality of the world and continue to exist. I know it's not very befitting researching to be so, but it is quite the romantic attitude for a human to embody, is it not? Well, the experiment is over. It was a huge success, all thanks to us, right? No, it was a failure. What? I had established this hypothesis that the sole answer was to hold a firm belief in the self and nothing else. Had my hypothesis been correct, I would have remained a distortion. Thus, I would like to extend my gratitude to all of you. Thank you for making me fail. It seems that the classification for my distortion was HE5SU. Disappointingly mediocre, but I don't suppose it cannot be helped. The world is a place where we must find the ray of potentiality among the mediocre after all. We need to become a potential girl and man. Let us move on now. Maybe is prepared to depart. Hohenheim researcher wave at us. We'll meet again, right? Ew, no thank you. Yeesh. You're so funny. Everything has an end, so consider this to be our final meeting. Down to the last exchange disguise. The last thing we saw before the portal activated were the LCE researchers pushing up their glasses in our general direction. Though I'd only taken a step or two, the entire world around us seemed to transform, landing us back inside the transportation instrument. Now that I think about it, we didn't even get to learn why Gregor's bone made those cracking noises. All we learned from this experience is that the sinners have all become mediocre, but they each held certain potentiality within themselves. Each of us mulling over the event at the LCE, we returned to the bus where Caron and Ferge were waiting for us. Are we done? Oh my god, we're done! We're done!
앞에 튀어나와.
Another intervalo!
이미 죽여버렸잖아.
Next stream lah. Next stream.
좀 부족했나 보지.
Acek. Mana coba yang aku kelewat tuh waktu tuh? Iya, Don yang kelewat. And I cannot. And also Heath juga aku nggak punya. Oh my god, Don and Heath. Lama lagi ya sampai season habis ya. Iya. Tapi aku pengen ini, pengen koleksi. Biar punya semua heisonya. Kalau dia mah memang ininya family hierarki ya. Enggak sih? Ya. Ishma ininya emang family kan. Biar punya semua. Maybe like 5 months nanti. 5 months. 5 months. 5 months. Kapo juga belum aku naikin. Aku tuh capek farming ini. I'm tired of farming the identity training ticket. I'm so freaking tired. Like for real, every day I do that. Every day I do, not every day, I ketinggalan beberapa kali, and I need to do because I haven't done weekly. Oh my god. Tadi ngeceng-cengin Luther belum weekly, sendirinya aku belum weekly. The only thing I could hope for is getting them out of random pool. Should I do a random pool today? Maybe streamer luck, you know? Or I don't know. I feel like I want to pool. I mean, just once. No, Kim. No? Okay. Thank you. Thank you for the tahan. Aku belum beli. Beli belum kamu? Kim belum beli. Tuh, aku banyak slacking off, guys. I have been slacking off too much. Look at this. I only got into level 60. Belum beli. Tumben. Kamu mau belinya nyampe ini ya? Iya, kalau nggak spesifik karakter atau warp sih. Atau kamu nunggu sampai full dulu? 110 pool tomorrow? Sekarang udah itu udah nggak ini lagi sama Limbus. Gara-gara Roblox kah? Ini buat siapa ya? Sudah menyerah kah dengan Limbus? Kimmy baru mah 54 ter. Lagi mageran buat main Limbus. Kamu mau main pabrik mulu. Aku main ini demi Saiter loh. I still remember when you bother me every day to be like, Kim, Limbus when? Kim, Limbus when? Yang mau add, yang belum punya, yang belum temenan add aja ya. Meskipun I'm not gonna be much of a big help for you guys because my character sucks. Emang sepuh dah biasa gitu, lagi sekali seminggu buat MD doang. Iya sih, Saiter udah sepuh banget. Mana the most valuable MPP? The most valuable employee. Where is the most valuable employee? Most valuable employee. Ah? Kok hilang? Apa dirubah kamu? Apa sudah dirubah? We don't have names. This game doesn't invented name. Oh ini. This game doesn't invented invented name. Ini kan? Ini kan? False. I need some false. Aku tuh kalau ngelihat temen selalu ngakak ngelihat ini. False. I need some false. Ada most valued employee. A friend of mine also like that. Like what? People who play day one usually got no reason to play daily much. So I am a player who play from day one. Not really, I'm just lazy. Too many game lah. Padahal I have this game on my phone. Zika, which one is yours? Zika, kamu mana? This game haven't invented name yet. How can I remember other people IDs? Aku ingat Saiter aja karena ada huruf K depannya sama most valued employee. Hi Vika, welcome. Masih banyak tuh. Do I have Zika as friends? Oh my god, Zika mah jahat. You don't have me as friend? Oh, what's that? Decline. No. Magic bullet outlist 8. Magic bullet. Insiden Luther part 2. Jadi kamu ngehapus aku dari Which one is magic bullet outlist? What is this? Magic bullet outlist. Which one is magic bullet outlist? Wait, you haven't added me. Oh my god, Zika. Tak berteman lah kita. I hate you, Zika. Zika di game launch. Tuh yang ada tulisan, yang ada huruf Z-nya. Zika parah sih. Autis biru yang ada cerutunya. 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 This one? Oh ini ID. Oh dia bilang ego ya. lakukan. Yeah, we're not friends yet. Zika. All this time, I thought we are special. Cringy nggak kamu? Cringy nggak kamu? Bro, aku pengen. Mana ya? Apa? Lihat deh guys, Sinclairnya Kimmy. Yang Kimmy belum punya siapa apa? Ego mah susah emang. Dan nggak pada aku ini lagi. Nggak pada aku. Nggak pada aku level up. Dulu aku bangga banget punya ini. The one who shall grip. I think I have a lot of Who is this? Yisang. Cannot poor case. Who is this? Ryoshu. All this time, I thought we were special. Kelewat, aku bahkan tidak tahu kenapa aku melewatkan mereka. Don. Yang aku ingat cuma Don doang ini deh. Tadi siapa yang bilang aku harus nunggu apa? Just added Kim. Gak mau, aku decline. I'm going to decline your friend. Well done. I still remember the day when I used Wild Hunt support a lot. But I don't have much outfits, I feel like. Ziko, isn't your husband is Gregor? Why don't you use Gregor? Seku. Decline! No, I was just kidding. Wait, I don't have little bro, Sinclair? Merajuk lah jam ni. Gak canda. Itu dapat dari mana aku? Ish. Ini siapa? Gregor. Isn't your husband is Gregor? I feel like aku tuh pengen koleksi semuanya kayak saya punya semua dong. Ting tang. Sandal fair. I want all Sinclair. See, I feel like I see so many. Don. Is this game? Honglu. I want all self-insert. Who is gonna... Aku tuh kelewat ini ya. Jimmy the little brother or I feel like someone just told me that he's not worth it, so gak usah Kim, gak usah katanya. Dia benar-benar mid katanya kayak gitu. Looks like an egg. What is ininya dia tuh apa sih? What is Sinclair symbol? Looks like an egg. I want all as a collection. 4 Sinclair I don't have. Wow. I want all Sinclair and all Honglu. If only I have the fun. But I don't. One, 2. Only 2? Yes, Kim, it is an egg. It is an egg! Need to run a specific team for that Sinclair. Which Sinclair? The Blood Lineage? Or... Nah, Shaozu? Blood Lineage Shaozu? Oh, I see. Nah, guys, I think... Oh, the little bro. Middle Sinclair. Oh, mid Sinclair. To be honest, I want all IDs, all ego, so that I don't have to be pushing. Samjo. Nah guys, we still have live tomorrow, so kayaknya aku mau udahan dulu. Besok masih Kamis. Tomorrow still Thursday lah. We need to rest, and also I need to do my weekly, so aku mau weekly dulu sebelum tidur, tapi weekly-nya Kimmy mau di handphone aja biar sambil berbaring. Also good luck on work, Ziko, okay? And thank you all for coming to my stream. I have missed you all. Kalau Kimmy besok bisa stream, kita main Heartopia, okay? If I can. If I can't, let's just meet next week. Weekly sebelum tidur apa weekly pas tidur? Kamu tahu aja Itu rain card. It always happen to me, like aku sambil weekly sambil goleran terus ketiduran terus handphonenya mati. Otsukare sudah mendapatkan jamurnya, Ermans. I'm gonna go sleep, okay? Tomorrow we will meet if we can. We will meet again to play Heartopia. If we cannot, let's meet next week. Aku juga sering gitu. Thank you for coming, everyone. Otsukare-sama deshita. Let's meet next week. Atsu iyo. Atsu. Bye bye. Mana teh? Bye bye. I love you all. Bye y'all. Bye Ziku. Bye Reinhard. Bye Admin Saiter. Bye Admin Luther. Bye bye semuanya. Otsukare sama deshita. Bye bye Herman. Bye bye.